Hello, this video is about the best multi-tool if you really want to get the work done. When you go into having a multi-tool, you have to consider, do you want to do something like in between cutting open a carton, or you just need a small pair of pliers every once in a while, or a screwdriver, and you just don't want to go to your toolbox. In those cases, that's probably completely sufficient. It's the Skeletool CX, and it has a pair of pliers, it has a screwdriver, and last but not least, it has a knife. Probably that's all you need. But if you want to get real work done, you probably need a little more. That's going to be the Leatherman Surge, what I would think is one of the best devices you can get. Small comparison, the height is not the biggest difference, but if you take a look at the width, that's a huge difference. Also, you can hide one from another pretty easily. And the amount of tools make the whole difference. So in this case here, you have one normal knife blade, which is also locking with a line lock inside. You have on the other side, and you see that that's marked up here, you have a serrated blade, also locking. Then you have a pair of scissors, which are a lot better than it might look from the moment. You can really cut sturdy material with that. Also locking at the end, so as soon as they lock in, they are spring loaded. That makes it a little easier to cut with them. Then you have on the other side here, you have an option for a file, and you can open this one here and take it on the side. I will be able to do that now, so you can see what is the option with that. So you see there's a T-shank inside. So this T-shank adapter basically gives you the opportunity to use normal blades like the one you will have on a jigsaw. I always have two with me, one for wood and one for metal, just in case. And you can change that, and then you lock that again. And this small dip here is basically a spring, because this one is a little thicker than the ones which you usually use in a jigsaw. And then you have the opportunity that it doesn't wobble so much around. This is quite sturdy here. And then here's the button again to close that one. Push a little harder. So this is the four tools you have access to from the outside. Then you have a pair of pliers. I mean, this is a lot more sturdy as the one you can see in the Skeletool. You can see the difference. That's a lot of difference here on the stronger part where you will use it. Then you have exchangeable wire cutters. That's one of the important parts. You have the hard wire cutting part at the bottom. You have on the other side, you have the crimping options. So it's easy to cut in here. It's really good for if you have like stronger materials, and you have the crimping part on the bottom, which is nice. Also, this tool has a lot more area where you are having grip, even though that the wire cutters are there and they're exchangeable. On the Wave, for example, this one is a lot smaller, and you see that you have like the plying part in the front is really closing nice in the top part. So if you have like more delicate work, it's also possible with that tool. Inside, you have tools on here and here in the handle. And on this side, you have like a bit holder from Leatherman and a can opener. And the can opener also has you can see it from this side. If you want to crimp some wires, that's possible too. Those tools, when you put them completely out, that screwdriver is locking, and then you have to open it with the button here to get it back into movement. On the other side, comes in handy as well, so you don't have to change that often. You have a screwdriver, a small one, a second, and the ale. It's pretty strong from the material. I would not use it as a pry tool, therefore it's still too thin. But for many like can opening, etc., when you just have to open a paint can and need something, that's more than enough what you can use here. And as long as one tool is open only, they are locking again, and then you push that button here to get them in the correct position again. So this is all what you just have with it. There's a few more design perks, let's say. You have, I hope I can frame that. You have the centimeters and inches. You can use that as a ruler. Comes in handy every once in a while. And with the search, it's nice that the pliers usually fall in the right place and not getting clunked up inside. What I have in this case here is also the bit set, which I usually carry with me with the most common bits which I'm using. And as you see, you have the jigsaw blades here, and here's another pouch for the bits. And on the side, you have one pouch for probably a flashlight and the bigger one here. And the other, there's an extension available for the bit holder, so that if you have the bit holder in here and you realize that this is not enough, you can put an extension here, put that inside, or you use one of the other bits. But with the extension, you're coming around this length. And the extension has the benefit as well that it takes usual bits as well. Right now I have a combo in here with a flathead and a 1-2 combo, but you use whatever you need. And since on this one I already have the flatheads, the 2 ones in the internal part, I usually have the bit set with me, so I can change to whatever I need, but no flatheads included. So this is all what I have to say about the Leatherman Search. The reason why I have this with me, like I said it before, I don't want to carry a toolbox with me all the time. And this already is sturdy, beefy enough to get most of the works done in my restaurants, where the Skeletool basically has to forfeit and say, okay, that's not enough of a tool, I need a little more. Especially the pliers, I realize they have some flex. If you take a look at the bottom right now, you see how much flex it is here, and let's quickly just unpack that here to show you. There is almost no flex here, where I have to really squeeze it a lot harder for some movement. And if you open some things like a bolt nut stuff, which is, would be nice if you have a nut there, but it's not possible from the size, or you don't get there, or you just want to get something quickly loose or tight. That's the tool to go for. That's why I love this. That's how I got this case, so I have everything nice and handy. And thanks for watching. If you want to get a little more deeper on this tool, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section. And this is from my side. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and see you next time.